Hello, and a very warm welcome to my channel. This video, we give you the final verdict, why people hate Meghan Markle so much. Meghan Markle, it's fair to say, is a controversial figure. There are people on both sides of the extremes. People that absolutely adore her, and others who totally can't stand her. People who hate her, however, seem to be the most vocal, and they make some disparaging claims about the Duchess of Sussex, and these opinions should be taken as pure facts. There are a lot of factors for why people don't like or outright hate Meghan Markle. To those people, there's just something untrustworthy about her. Her 2-year marriage and subsequent split from her first husband, Trevor, topped a lot of people's lists for why they couldn't bring themselves to like Markle. The two first met in 2004, and after 7 years of dating, they married in 2011 in Jamaica. The marriage didn't last, obviously, and Ingleston and Markle divorced in 2013. It's not the divorce that had Markle haters convinced Markle was more sinister than she'd have people believe, but the way Markle reportedly went about it. In his unauthorized biography of Meghan Markle, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess, which was published just before her wedding to Prince Harry, author Andrew Morton wrote that Markle's decision to divorce came seemingly out of nowhere. The choice came about so suddenly, Morton insisted, that Markle wound up sending her wedding and engagement rings back to Ingleston through the mail. This abrupt ending of a 2-year marriage convinced some that Markle was the type to cut out people from her life who couldn't or wouldn't further her ambitions. Meanwhile, speaking of cutting people out of her life, her very public falling out with her father is another piece of evidence people who dislike Markle use as evidence of her sly, duplicitous nature. Many people point out that Thomas Markle seemed to be an integral part of Markle's life growing up. They hold up a since-deleted Father's Day blog post Markle made in honor of her father. In the post, Markle mentions several activities that they did together, including fishing trips and the fact that Thomas would always take his daughter to ballet class. The former Suits actress also mentioned that her father supported her in making her dream of becoming an actress a reality. Many of Markle's detractors believe her to be too harsh in her dealings with her father, and are especially upset about the fact that Thomas has yet to meet his grandson Archie. To them, Markle had no problem taking all of her father's support during the years she needed him, but now that he's old and can no longer do anything for her, she's cut him off. Though Thomas has certainly made mistakes, the critics argue, many of them could have possibly been made out of ignorance. Thomas didn't receive the training that Markle did when she joined the royal family. Not allowing him to meet his grandson is too harsh a punishment for his actions, many have argued. Plus, princess training put to waste. There are also those who are annoyed by the fact that despite all the training the British royal family provided Markle, she still commits countless royal faux pas that is apparently a huge embarrassment to the royal family. A few flubs these people could forgive, but Markle's repeated offenses, especially when it comes to fashion, began to seem purposeful, almost as if this was Markle's way of thumbing her nose at the rest of the royal family. The rules apply to them, but not to Meghan Markle, these haters insist. Markle's fashion choices have also riled up her critics. In addition to breaking royal protocol a little too often, people also feel like her tastes are too expensive for her station. The fact that Markle wears designer clothes causes endless consternation for her disparagers. Though she doubtless has some designer threads left over from her previous life as an actress, some argue that she's probably bought more clothes on the British taxpayers' dime. Her lavish baby shower was also a cause for concern. Plus, there is still some annoyance that Prince Harry and Markle renovated their British home base, Frogmore Cottage, with taxpayer money, spending millions of pounds to do so. Markle is to blame for the current state of the British royal family. People who find her distasteful insist. She poisoned Prince Harry against his family, which isn't too surprising. These people sneer, considering the way she's treated her own family. It was clear to Meghan Markle's haters that Kate Middleton didn't much care for her sister-in-law, and there were countless tabloid stories proclaiming to have evidence of an alleged feud between the royal sister-in-laws. It was even rumored that Markle had treated her husband's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, badly. Though the royal family brought her in, supporting her on her wedding day when her own father couldn't walk her down the aisle, Markle still treated them badly, critics say. Above all, there just seems to be an air of arrogance around Meghan Markle that people just don't like. Some have even gone so far as to call the Duchess of Sussex a narcissist. Everything has to be about Markle all the time, which is why Markle has reportedly clashed with her royals-in-law. Markle, her critics proclaim, is a diva who was manipulating herself into a marriage with a prince, who she's much too controlling of. And this is our verdict. It goes without saying that the majority of allegations against Meghan Markle have clear evidence. All we know about the Duchess of Sussex is what she has revealed and what everyone has claimed happened. Most people complain simply to show her true nature. Yes, certainly Markle suddenly filed for divorce from her first husband, and like the previous video I said, no one but their best friend, Nanaki Pretty, knew the reality of their relationship. She made it clear to us how Meghan abandoned Trevor and herself. Meghan took advantage of the situation until it was no longer beneficial, then coldly abandoned it. Therefore, anyone else commenting on their brief marriage should be taken seriously. Meghan Markle and her father got together, which is very true. Certainly not fair to say that Markle did not abandon her father. People hate Meghan because she is fake. In fact, I don't think Meghan ever thought about leaving the entertainment industry at all. I don't think she ever planned on really being part of the royal family. When you join the royal family, you must agree to serving your people, your country, and your queen in the way that the queen sees fit. You must follow a list of rules, serve the English people, and follow the queen's orders. But Meghan had done none of these things. She has thrown the royal family's open arms and kindness back in their face, and repeatedly given them and the English people a middle finger. She has barely spent any time with the English people, barely works for them at all, and has spent very little time serving them or making an effort to fit in or get to know the royal family or her new people. All of her time has been spent meeting A-list celebrities, posting on her Instagram, editing Vogue, designing clothes, spending money on an expensive mansion and clothes, and doing documentaries about herself with Oprah. This woman has clearly shown that she wants the celebrity lifestyle and wants nothing to do with serving her queen, her people, or her country. She is more interested in posing with Africans with AIDS to look good than actually helping them. Meghan used those people for a photo op, did nothing to help them, donated no money to help them, then ditched them to give a speech about how hard her life is. The more I get to know Meghan, the more I realize she is fake and not a nice person. If she really cared about people, she would have helped her own impoverished family members. She wouldn't have kicked homeless people off the street. She wouldn't have ditched her sick father. And she wouldn't have abandoned or cut off so many of her friends and family. She's just like Joel Osteen, who preaches about helping the poor, but has a big mansion and donates nothing himself to help people. Meghan is a fake humanitarian and is only interested in becoming famous. Although it was not just the individuals who spread rumors about the Duchess. The tabloids are a big reason why so many negative presses about Markle have been revealed. It is clear that this couple is often the target of stories and rumors from insiders, which some people read and trust wholeheartedly, thankfully. Those people convey their true faces, and before you know it, a bunch of people begins to know that Markle is only a few feet away from the devil himself. Completely complaining about her, that made it clear that Markle was not a saint. Not like most people. She was somewhere in end. It might be fun to pretend that Markle is the worst thing that ever happened to the British royal family. It was fair to Markle to simply expose all the bad things said about her, but it was not wise to believe in all the positive stories about the Duchess. If someone has a very strong opinion about Markle, then in one of two directions, it is best to get that opinion with a grain of salt. And you? Do you hate her? Please let me know in the comment section below, and we can discuss together. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think might also be interested. And subscribe to the Sussex Daily News channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, good night, and see you tomorrow.
Meghan is walking on that carpeted path, but in her hands are riveting. What Meghan is doing is strip them on the path she passes. Meghan does not want anyone to come near, and when she needs help supported, her mouth worked incessantly, uttering words that entered her heart, but she herself contained only blind things with no right or wrong.